Hello, beautiful Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Or if it's your first time here, welcome. Anyway, so let's get into the reading. What's coming up for Aries? I will explain each of the nodes and then talk about the card in that position. So this is the Earth, life on Earth as we know it. This is called Malkuth. It's also known as the Kingdom. It's basically where the four elements meet: earth, air, fire, and water. So this is the physical, the 3D manifestation, matter. And the card that you have coming up here is 3 of Coins in reverse. I'm going to place all the cards and then go back to each one and talk about what they mean in that placement. This next placement here, Foundation, Yod. This is actually the 10th, this is the 9th, and I'm working up together. This is the first position, so I'm working, normally it's divine consciousness coming into form or matter. I'm going the other way up. We're climbing the ladder here today. So this is Foundation, Yesod, and this is governed by the moon and our emotions. So what you have going on there is 7 of Cups. Then the next thing we have is Splendor, or Hod, which is governed by Mercury, and that is showing up as Knight of Cups. Next one is Victory, which is governed by Venus. It's also called Netzach. That is 8 of Cups. Then in the center, we have, this is governed by the Sun. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this card for you here, Aries. This is the Sun, and this is beauty. It's called Tippereth. It's sort of equivalent to our solar plexus chakra. It has to do with consciousness. And you've got Ace of Coins here. I'll come back to that, but that's a wonderful card for the center of your reading here, Aries. Then for Severity, governed by Mars, also called Gebura, we have 9 of Cups. Love that in the desire position. Then we have Mercy, Chesed, governed by Jupiter. We have 9 of Wands. Next one is Binah, Understanding, governed by Saturn. This could also be challenges, things that we're learning. Ace of Wands in reverse. Next one is Wisdom, Chokmah, Death. Interesting, letting something go. Major arcana here. So part of your wisdom this month is going to be letting something go, knowing what to let go, what to cut out of your life. And that's interesting because I know I was talking about letting go of something in regards to your 6th house, the full moon in Virgo. There's going to be something that is very powerful that you're able to let go of this month, Aries. And then for the final card in the wisdom position, in the crown position, the Kether position, we have 8 of Coins. So I'm going to talk about what each of these mean in each of their respective positions, and we'll go through each card. At the basis here, what's going on for life on Earth here for Aries? We've got 3 of Coins in reverse. It means that there's something that you're either letting go of in terms of working in a collaborative way with others. It's group projects are not featuring. What this tells me is that you may want to be working independently or on your own. It's also saying that you may be consolidating if you make your money through multiple streams of income, because that's what this card also represents. You might be consolidating them into one form. Or there is some sort of fear, doubt, or resistance, some sort of delay in a group project. There's some sort of way where collaborative projects or growth is not, there's hesitancy, there's delay, there's resistance against that here. So I'm reading it as wanting to work independently, wanting to consolidate things, taking a step back instead of growing things and making things flourish. You might be in an incubation period. There's just a sense that you kind of want to work on your own, maybe behind the scenes a little bit, Aries. Then here in your emotions, in the Foundation Yesod node, we have 7 of Cups in reverse. So you're coming out of a period of confusion, Aries. If you feel like things have been hazy or there's been this sort of fog or cloud in front of things and you're having a hard time identifying the choices in front of you, Aries, you're coming out of that. You're going to be coming out of that even just emotionally. Your choices are going to become clear, and if there's been multiple choices, like you don't know which direction to go, it will be the month where that decision becomes clear. Um, it looks like you've got something here in splendor in terms of communication that has to do with love. So there's either a love offer that's coming towards you. This could be you offering your cup of love to someone else, or someone else offering their cup of love to you. It's potential that you could be dealing with a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but I'm mostly seeing this as a love offer either from you or to you, Aries. And that's in your communication section. So he's communicating words of love. This is the Hermes or Mercury card. You can see he's got Hermes or Mercury's winged helmet. And Mercury is the god of communication. Showing up in your communication node here, there's communications of love that are double featured here for you. And I also see that there's victory here in terms of what you value. This is Eight of Cups. You get victory from moving on from something. And I'm seeing this right here around this new moon in Aquarius, which is your 11th house. You may be moving on from a group of friends or an old lover, something that you've put a lot of TLC, time, love, and care into, and you've really built that up, but it's time to go. It's like these cups no longer hold love there. So this is either a relationship that has become emotionally unfulfilling that you walk away from and you achieve victory that way, or it's a social group that no longer feels fulfilling, or something. Could even be something you put a lot of your heart into. It could have been a project that you were working on that it's wrapping up, or it's time to go. It's time to, like if you're in a band, it might be time to go solo. Something like that, Aries, is what I'm getting out of this. This is what you value. And it's walking away from something that you put a lot of emotion into. And it's right around this new moon worth. It's a good time too. At the end of the cycle of the Chinese year, you can let something go, bring something else new in. And what's waiting for you is this Nine of Cups. I'm going to start here with Tippereth, with beauty, before I go to Geburah. But this is the center of your reading, Aries. New beginning here. Ace of Coins. This is a gift that the universe wants to hand you. And because it's in your consciousness node here at Tippereth, the beauty, it's saying that you've achieved a new level of consciousness. You've achieved a new beginning, a new start, which is a new gift. And it's an invitation to walk through this portal into this new garden. I keep using the word new over and over again because aces are always new beginnings. So this could be new money coming in, new job offer. Again, that's echoing what I'm seeing for you at that full moon in your 6th house of work. It could be that you're offered a promotion, or that you're offered more money at a different position. You're somehow up-leveling potentially, or if you've written something, this is new money coming in that changes your life. There's a lot of different ways this can go, Aries, but it's a new beginning that has to do with what you value. And it is going to require you to walk away from something else, maybe that you were emotionally connected to and emotionally invested in, but it's going to be long-lasting, long-standing, stable. That's all coins energy. It's very grounded. It's in the physical realm rather than the emotional realm. So this is a new gift that the universe is trying to hand you, a new beginning. It's just your job to receive it. And I'm getting the sense that you've hit a new level of consciousness. You may be saying, aha, I realize I'm worth more over here, or my talents and contributions are being recognized now. So February could be a very financially rewarding month for you if you're beginning a new project. I really see you here in the center with the sun chakra, the solar plexus, beauty, Tippereth consciousness. There's a new beginning here in your physical world. For some of you, it could also involve moving to a new place. Planting a new garden is really, if I was going to title this video, that's what I would call it. Planting a new garden, Aries. You're at a new level of consciousness. And with that, like I said, this is the Nine of Cups card, which means success. It means satisfaction, really. It means a wish is fulfilled, having all your cups filled, being emotionally satisfied. And with that in your desire position, this is the position of severity, but it's ruled by Mars, so it has to do with will and action and what your desires are. And it's saying you want to feel satisfied. You want to feel like your wishes are being fulfilled. And with that here, I'm getting that not only beginning this brings you more financial gain, but it brings you emotional gain. As you leave the Eight of Cups here, you gain the Nine of Cups. You go from emotional dissatisfaction to emotional satisfaction. I'm liking this for you, Aries. It's wonderful. Even though you may have to leave something that you valued. Those cups are empty. These cups are full. And then here in the Mercy chesed position, this is something that benefits you this month. This is the card that's ruled by Jupiter in this position. And with Nine of Wands, this means the Survivor card. So this is someone who is willing to keep getting back up, even though they keep getting knocked down. So I'm seeing really that your persistence and your resiliency and your endurance are what really bring you success and blessings this month. There's a wonderful story about Abraham Lincoln where he failed in business and he didn't get elected the first time he ran. And if you read a story of his life, all his failures, he just persisted. He just endured. And that's why we know of him as a success. And same thing with Michael Jordan. He's listed, you know, how many times he's attempted shots and missed, or how many times he's been entrusted with the game-winning shot and lost the game. And he just keeps going and keeps fighting and keeps enduring. And that is what makes this card great. It's the Survivor. It's the Cool Hand Luke card is what I usually call it, because it keeps getting knocked up and knocked down and keeps getting back up. So this is where your blessings are this month, Aries, is your endurance, your resiliency, your unwillingness to give up. That's going to bring you great blessings, because if you're beginning something new, you might not get it right on the first try. It might take multiple attempts, but you're going to have a lot of emotional satisfaction through your persistence, is what I'm seeing. Then for Bana, where understanding is, this is governed by Saturn. So sometimes this can be lessons that we're learning or challenges. And what I'm seeing, Aries, is that your challenge this month would be just getting something off the ground. This is all about receiving the gift, receiving what's being handed to you, being in a place where you feel worthy of receiving that gift. And then Ace of Wands is just taking that first step. So some of you may be challenged with, how do I take the first step? What direction do I go in? Once you have that, you're a fire sign, so you know all about Ace of Wands energy. You know what it means to run with something, to take action, to have that inspired, desirous feeling. But some of you are just, there's a block there in terms of fear, doubt, or resistance as to what step do I take first? What direction do I go in? Once you get that spark, Aries, you know you can start a big fire, and you can. It's sort of like once you let that horse out of the gate, it's gonna run. But the question is, how do I start? Where do I start? That may be your challenge, your fear, your doubt, your resistance, your delay this month is to just figure out what the first step is. And I'm going to say with this, go with what inspires you. This is a card of inspiration, optimism, motivation. This is the card of the runner who's holding the baton, the active element. It's the first one out of the gate. It's very Aries energy. It's also the baton twirler out in front of the parade, the person who's leading the way. So I'd like you to think about what can you begin that sets something into motion. Think about a matchstick, lighting a match. Where can you light a match under yourself, Aries? Because once you get over that first step, I really see a lot of good things happening. I really see you having persistence, endurance, resiliency, feeling emotionally satisfied, receiving this gift of something that's going to be stable. You're putting in the work. I'll get to that in a moment. But let's see, it's going to require you letting something go. And this is the wisdom, chokma. What I'm seeing with this is that you need to cut something out, Aries. In order to begin, this is funny that these two are up here in wisdom and understanding, because it's almost saying that you have to know what to cut out, the old dead rose, what's decaying, so that new life can come. It may be that you're fearing new life because you know it's going to go fast, but there's wisdom in knowing what sort of is holding you back. I'm thinking of a air balloon. You have to know what dead weight to let go of. What's no longer living. This is what's living, Aries. And it's sort of like saying you have to cut out the dead weight. You have to clear that garden of weeds, things that are choking it, suffocating it, in order to let the new life blossom and go. This could be old clutter. This could be emotional clutter, physical clutter. There's something that you need to cut out and let go of, Aries, in order for this new, passionate, vibrant, optimistic, motivated, rushing in energy can come in. These two go hand in hand. As you let go of this old baggage, you soar. You literally go up to the clouds. As you drop that sand or whatever it is that's old and in the way and no longer living, you rise up. So fascinating and interesting things happening for you here. Really tandem energies here. And what I see as your highest potential of consciousness is Eight of Coins. This is consistency. This is effort. Very much similar to this card. I mean, he's cranking things out. He does things over and over and over again. This guy's getting knocked down and getting back up. But this guy's sitting at his workbench and he's saying, I'm not just going to have 1 coin. I'm going to have 9 coins. I'm going to have 8 coins. I'm going to have as many coins as I want. He's taking this 1 coin and turning it into 8 more coins. So therefore he has 9. So he is the person who puts in consistent effort. That's what I want you to take away from this, Aries. Consistent effort over time creates financial gain, creates stability, creates whatever it is that your new beginning is. This is your highest form of it, is that you can repeat something over and over again. Once you write this book, you sell it over and over again. Once you buy a house, you can fix it up and sell it for more money. There's a lot here to be said here and be beginning as you get clear on your choices. This is all Cups energy, which is heart energy. As you clarify what your choices are and what your heart wants and communicate that, walk away from stuff that felt like it's draining you and no longer emotionally fulfilling you. You get through this to this energy. New beginning, new gift, new lifestyle. And I see you working on it consistently and diligently and reaping a lot of benefits and rewards and gain from that, Aries. If you have any questions on this reading or comments, I'd love to hear those below. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Aries. And as always, I want to thank everyone so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you liked this spread or this deck, and I want to tailor this channel to all my viewers. So please let me know what you'd like to see more of or less of. As always, thanks for watching.